The House will come to order. Today, the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Representative Martinez.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Schiebel, please call the roll.
Representatives Amabile, Armagost, Bacon, Representative Bacon,
Excused.
Byrd, Bockenfeld,
Here.
Basenecker, Bottoms, Bradfield, Bradley, Brown, Catlin, Clifford, Doherty is excused, DeGraff, Degree Kennedy, Duran, English, Epps, Evans. Evans is excused. Frizzell, Froelich, Representative Froelich,
Excused.
Garcia, Hamrick, Rep. Hamrick,
Excused.
Hartsook, Hernandez is excused. Herod,
Here.
Holtorf, Judah, Rep. Judah, Judah's excused. Joseph, yep. Kip, Leader, Lindsay, Lindstead, Luck,
Here.
Lukens, Lynch, Mabry, Marshall, Martinez, Marvin, Morrow, McCormick, McLaughlin, Ortiz is excused. Parenti, Rep. Parenti,
Excused.
Puglisi, Ricks, Representative Ricks,
Excused.
Rutinel, Sirota, Rep. Sirota,
Excused.
Snyder, Soper is excused. Story, Representative Story,
Excused.
Taggart, Titone, Valdez A, Velasco, Vigil, Weinberg, Weissman, Wilford, Wilson, Winter, Woodrow, Young, and Madam Speaker.
Here. With 53 present, 12 excused, we do have a quorum. Representative Mabry.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, today I have a fun fact about Denver history. So a lot of people might not know this, but when China's revolution started in 1911 to overthrow the imperial Qing dynasty, Sun Yat-sen, China's founding father, was here in Denver. And he read about the revolution in the Rocky Mountain News, and he was staying at the Brown Palace Hotel. He was here in Denver because at the time he said, you need money to finance a resolution, and Denver back then had a really thriving Chinatown. And he was there to fundraise in Denver's Chinatown, which we no longer have a thriving Chinatown. And with that, I move that the House adopt the journal for Tuesday, March 12th, as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
Members, you have heard the motion that the journal be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. Ayes have it, the motion is adopted. Mr. Schiebel, committees of reference, report of committees of reference.
Committee on Transportation, Housing, and Local Government, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 105 be amended as followed and as so amended be referred to the Committee of the Whole with favorable recommendation.
Other announcements?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I first wanted to announce that I have a group of students from Nederland Community Library, and they're here today at the Capitol, and they're sitting over here, and I hope you all will have a chance to chat with them. They go to different high schools, but all from my district, and it's just great to have them here. They're going to be leaving early, though, because of Snowmageddon. So, and then I want to also announce that we have Business and Labor today, and we will be hearing two bills, House Bill 1281 and Senate Bill 46, and we will not be hearing House Bill 1317, which is on the calendar, but we won't be hearing it. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative McCormick.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. You all have this flyer on your desk, so I'm here to announce that today is STEM Poster Day. And from 9:30 to noon today in the West Foyer, there will be 9 folks from 9 different campuses across our state presenting about 50 different research projects. And these research topics include biomedical sciences, renewable energy, environment, healthcare, and education, all the exciting things that we all care about. So if you have a chance, go down to the West Foyer and learn about many of these research topics that are affecting not only our economy, but our health and all the smart people in science doing smart, innovative things. So see you down there.
Thank you. Representative Kipp.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Energy and Environment members, we will be meeting upon adjournment today. I need everybody to be prompt because the first thing we need to do is reconsider a bill that was sent to the wrong committee last week. So please show up on time so we can have your votes on that. That will be 13:30. And 12:46, we will be hearing that after that. And then tomorrow afternoon, we will be convening. And tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be in 112. Today, we're in LSB, like usual. Tomorrow, we will be in 112 to hear 1338, 1339, and 1341.
Thank you. Representative Froelich.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Transportation, Housing, and Local Government, this afternoon, 1:30, LSBA, will be hearing 3 bills, 1302, Senate Bill 138, and House Bill 1266.
Representative McLaughlin.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning, Education Committee. We are meeting today. We have 2 bills, 1333 and 1290. On Thursday, we will listen to 1331, 99, 17, and 1320. We will not be hearing 1310. Thank you very much.
Representative Young.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Speaker, Health and Human Services will meet today at 1:30. We will hear House Bill 1132, House Bill 1276, and we will not hear House Bill 1327.
Thank you. Representative Titone.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Tomorrow morning, maybe, 8 a.m., we will have Joint Technology Committee at Senate Room 352. We're going to hear an annual report from the Statewide Internet Portal Authority, and whatever else comes up on the schedule will be there 8 o'clock.
Representative Sirota.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, House Appropriations is scheduled to meet on Friday, March 15th at 8:30 a.m. in the Old State Library to hear the bills listed in your calendar and any other bills that may be referred to appropriations.
Representative Weissman.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Judiciary Committee members, hope everybody's doing okay on 5 hours of sleep. We are back at it today in the Old State Library at 1:30. We are hearing 2 bills, SB 119 and House Bill 1348. See you at 1:30. Please be prompt.
Representative Wilford. Thank you, Madam Speakers. Members, I would love to have your attention for just a moment. We have a very special person with us today. It's my pleasure to introduce Miss Thornton Amanda Padrianas. Welcome. Representative Story.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just announcing that tomorrow the Capital Development Committee will meet at 8 a.m. in Senate Committee Room 357.
Thank you. Representative Byrd.
Madam Speaker, members, I have a very exciting announcement for you. Today, you have the opportunity to donate blood, and there are still many slots available. If you want to just take a short walk across the street to the Scottish Rite Masonic Center between 10 and 2:30 p.m. today, you can go do something good for people around you. So if you can, please sign up, go give blood, and many thanks to Terumo for sponsoring this.
Madam Majority Leader. Members, your attention, please.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to let members know that we are watching the weather, and we will have and will update you later on today. So just wanted you to know it is on our mind. We are following it, and we will let each of you know what the plan is as soon as we know. So with that, Madam Speaker, I move that the following bills be added to the special orders calendar on Wednesday, March 13th, 2024, at 9:20 a.m. Senate Bill 135, Senate Bill 105, and Senate Bill 6.
Seeing no objection, the bills listed by the Majority Leader will be added to the special orders calendar on Wednesday, March 13th, 2024, at 9:20 a.m. Representative Martinez. Members, you've heard the motion. Seeing no objection, Representative Martinez will take the chair.
The committee will come to order. With your unanimous consent, the bills will be read by title unless there is a request for reading a bill at length. Committee reports are printed and in your bill folders. Floor amendments will be shown on the screen and on your iPads. Bills will be laid over upon upon motion of the majority leader, and the court roll is definitely relaxed. Madam Majority Leader. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I move to lay over House Bill 1021 and House Bill 1229 until tomorrow.
There's a proper motion. House Bill 241021 and House Bill 241229 will be laid over until tomorrow. Mr. Shebel, will you please read the title of Senate Bill 135?
Senate Bill 135 by Senators Buckner and Smallwood, also Representative Brown, concerning the modification of state agency and department reporting requirements.
Representative Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I move Senate Bill 24-135.
To the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Colleagues, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican or a conservative or a liberal, we all want government to work better. This bill is about streamlining and making sure that our government is an efficient and effective entity. So today we bring you Senate Bill 135, which helps to make sure that the reporting requirements at different agencies are streamlined and that we are removing duplicative requirements of our different state agencies. Over time, state reports become like a snowball. They roll and they roll and we gather more and more as we pass legislation, and we need to, every once in a while, we need to make sure that we're not creating reports that are duplicative. So today, 13 different agencies have come together, identified areas where their reports are duplicative or different requirements need to change or dates need to be removed, and that's what this bill is all about. So with that, I would ask for an aye vote, and I want to thank my co-prime sponsor for joining me on this bill. This is, again, something that we can all agree on.
Assistant Minority Leader Winter.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As you all know, I'm a strong supporter of government accountability and transparency. I'm confident in sponsoring this bill, and I urge your support. Thank you.
Is there any further discussion on Senate Bill 135? Seeing none, the motion before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 135. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Member, let's try that again. I don't think anyone's paying attention. The motion before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 135. All those in favor say aye. Aye. There we go. All those opposed say no. The Senate Bill 135 is adopted.
Thank you, sir. It's good to see you.
Mr. Shebel, will you please read the title of Senate Bill 24-105?
Senate Bill 105 by Senator Henriksen, also Representatives Epps and McLaughlin, concerning clarifications to the fees imposed by the Department of Revenue related to fuel products.
Representative McLaughlin.
Yes, I move Senate Bill 105 in the committee report, please.
To the Transportation, Housing, and Local Government Report.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we added an amendment on here, and it comes with a little story from the State Patrol. This bill is from the Statutory Review Committee, so it's really just making amendments on things that have already been made and clarifying language. The State Patrol asked us to add something on here to make it a one-time payment only. They said after Senate Bill 23-280, the hazardous material mitigation bill was passed, they asked to amend it to make sure that their hazmat troopers be included in the Cancer Trust Fund, traditionally just used for the firefighters. They are all exposed to hazardous substances on a frequent basis in their jobs. When one hazmat trooper was recently diagnosed with cancer, CSP learned there was some confusion on the spending authority and the ongoing appropriation. This amendment clears up the confusion and clarifies there's an annual ongoing appropriation through October of 2031. So this bill is not only being amended, but it'll also save lives. And we ask for your approval.
All right, is there any further discussion on the Transportation, Housing, and Local Government report? Seeing none, all those in favor of the Transportation, Housing, Local Government report say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The Transportation, Housing, and Local Government report is adopted. Representative.
So we move Senate Bill 105, please.
All right, is there any further discussion on Senate Bill 105? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 105. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Senate Bill 105 is adopted. Mr. Shebel, will you please read the title of Senate Bill 24006?
Senate Bill 6 by Senators Rodriguez and Fields, also Representatives English and Bradfield, considering factors related to the capacity to participate in the judicial process and determining whether to place a person into a pretrial diversion program.
Representative English.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, that's right. I move Senate Bill 24006.
To the bill.
Okay, this bill. You want me? I'm good? Okay. So I'll just read a quick summary of the legislation just to sum it up, and then I'll turn it over to my co-prime. This bill is for juvenile diversion programs from denying services based on an intellectual or developmental disability, a mental health or behavioral health issue, or a lack of mental capacity. If a juvenile cannot understand or participate in a diversion program due to behaviors or symptoms, programs must consider all available alternatives, including referral to the Department of Human Services or a collaborative management program. Behavioral health services and services for juveniles with developmental disabilities are added to the definition of services for the purpose of juvenile diversion program. The bill allows criminal defendants that raise competency issues or are found incompetent to proceed to enter into a diversion program with court approval.
Representative Bradfield.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. A little background on this bill. This bill came out of the Legislative Oversight Committee concerning the treatment of persons with behavioral health disorders in the criminal and juvenile justice systems. Quite a long title, but also I do want to say that as a cooperative group, the district attorneys felt that this was an important bill, that especially for youth, that meaning most likely teenagers. If you look at the bill, Section 1, it will use diversions for juveniles with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and then mental health issues and those who lack mental capacities. And it goes into quite an extensive explanation of what kind of testing will be utilized to determine the person's capabilities. So, this bill in Section 1 does not mandate that the DAs have to place a juvenile in this program, but it just encourages. So I think that is important for us to know. It also does not deny a juvenile placement in a juvenile diversion program unless their conditions are so severe that they could not participate. Do you want to take Section 2? Right there.
Representative English.
Okay, real quick before I point out what's in Section 2, I wanted to just say what current law allows programs to use the results of an approved and validated assessment tool to identify the appropriate diversion services a juvenile may need and the professionals who may provide the services. And Section 2 in the bill is, if a defendant's competency is found to be equipped with the conditions above, which is the intellectual disabilities and diagnosing intellectual disabilities, or they are found incompetent, the defendant can receive permission from the DA and courts to be sent to a diversion program. Plea is not required to enter the program. Entrance to the program waives child's right to a speedy trial during the treatment, and the amendments were requested by the district attorneys who had concerns and completed by the Senate, but they were fixed in committee.
Representative Bradfield.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This passed the committee, and it was, this bill is so well done that we do not bring any amendments to this bill, and we urge an aye vote, please.
Representative Amable.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Members, I just want to say this is a great bill. It came out of the interim committee on the treatment of persons with behavioral health disorders in the criminal and juvenile justice system, and it was vetted thoroughly by the task force that is comprised of about 40 professionals. And we absolutely should be doing everything in our power to get people into health care and out of the criminal justice system whenever that makes sense and supports public safety. And I would like to urge all of you to vote yes. Thank you.
Representative English.
Thank you. And to just sum it up, there is definitely a better way, and we need to ensure that the people that need these wraparound services are getting them, and I ask for an aye vote. Thank you.
Is there any further discussion on Senate Bill 6? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 6. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Senate Bill 006 is adopted.
Thank you.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I move the committee rise and report.
You have heard the motion. Is there any objection? Seeing none, the committee will rise and report.
The House will come back to order. Mr. Shebel, please read the report of the Committee of the Whole.
Madam Speaker, your Committee of the Whole begs leave to report it is under consideration the following attached bills, being the second reading thereof and making the following recommendations thereon. Senate Bill 6, 105 as amended, 135, passed on second reading, ordered, revised, and placed on the calendar for third reading, final passage. House Bills 1021 and 1229 laid over until March 14, 2024.
Representative Martinez. Members, you've heard the motion. There are no amendments. The question before us is the adoption of the report of the Committee of the Whole. Mr. Shebel, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Harrod, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Harrod votes yes. Representative Bockenfeld, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Bockenfeld votes yes. Representative Luck, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Luck votes no. AML Bacon and Snyder. Please close the machine. With 44 aye, 15 no, and 6 excused, the report of the Committee of the Whole is adopted. Members, I do have a couple of announcements. Committees, we have substitutes. Representative Lukens will replace Representative Doherty on Health and Human Services for today only. Representative Marvin will replace Representative Ortiz on Health and Human Services for today only. And Representative Titone will replace Representative Hernandez on the Health and Human Services Committee for today only. Madam Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to lay over Senate Joint Resolution 10 to March 22nd, 2024.
Sorry, Senate Joint Resolution 10 will be laid over until March 22nd, 2024. Madam Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to lay over the balance of the calendar to Thursday, March 14th, 2024.
Seeing no objection, the balance of the calendar will be laid over until Thursday, March 14th, 2024. And finally, Madam Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, members, I just want to say, I know we're still waiting to hear about tomorrow, but just a reminder that on Friday, we will be starting at 9:30 instead of 9, because we have the Ute tribes here on Friday. So remember, Friday's start time is 9:30. This doesn't mean that we aren't here tomorrow. It just means Friday we start at 9:30. And with that, Madam Speaker, I move that the House stand in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until later today.